Erev Tov, good evening. Today's class is sponsored by Mr. Otzar. שומעים? Sadi here? Hold on a minute, hold on. Yes.
אני יכול להגיד משהו, כבוד הרב?
Go ahead.
אתה שומע אותי?
Yes, English.
לעילוי נשמת הדוד שלי.
What's his name?
אליהו בן שרה.
Once again?
אליהו בן שרה.
Eliyahu ben Sarah, also Bezat Hashem. Also Rafael ben Bahia. Thank you. Just.
וגם רפאל בן בדיעה.
Amen. Amen. Just for the future, my friends, if you could just text Lior Hudai, he takes care of all the names, so just easier for me just to have everything written down. Anyway, the shiur tonight is sponsored by Azar Kamchaji, Elon Ishmat, our friend Salem Ben Adel. שתהא נשמתו צרורה בצרור החיים. Amen. Our topic tonight is what's going to be. People ask, what's going to be? You call your friends in the morning. Good morning, how are you? So, Joe, what's going to be? That's the questions, that's the topic, that's what people ask today. What's going to happen? So I want to talk about this question that people ask today. What's going to happen? And the answer is no one knows what's going to happen. There is no president, vice president, rabbis, velo nevi'im, prophets in our generation that can give an answer what's going to be. The question is not what's going to be, and we're not dealing with what's going to happen. What we got to do is how can I pass, or what could I do today, this hour, now. I cannot know what's going to happen because no one knows. And it says, "Hamehadesh betuvo bechol yom tamid maaseh bereshit." We say this beracha every day. Hamehadesh betuvo. Hashem renews His world every day. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new account. So what's going to be? I want to share a story that happened to me about 13 years ago. I was in a school. It was some morning. That's good. It was some morning. I came to a school, and I came in the elevator. My friends, please pay attention to this story. I came inside the elevator. I think we were about 3, max 4 teachers. They were not rabbis. They were teachers. I think I was the only rabbi in the elevator. They were teachers, very simple people, very fine people also. And as we came in the elevator, one teacher asked his fellow teacher, it was Parashat Vayeshev. And the parasha says the story about Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef was in jail. Thank you. Yosef was in jail. And the Torah says in the end of Parashat Vayeshev, if you have Chumash, it's worth to open Parashat Vayeshev. It's Kidai, it's worth it. Parashat Vayeshev, Perek Mem, Pasuk Vav. It says in the Pasuk that in the jail, it was two people with Yosef. One was the butler and one was the baker. Two people, the butler and the baker, they end up in jail because they did a bad job serving Paro, the king of Mitzrayim. Each one did his own mistake, and they end up in jail. And both of them had a dream that night. However, Yosef gets, he gets up in the morning and he looks at them. And the Torah tells us, Vayavo alehem Yosef baboker. And Yosef came to the butler and to the baker. And he told them, it says, Vayar otam vihinam zo'afim. Yosef looked at them and he sees them sad. In our language, depressed. וישאל את צריסי פרעה אשר איתו במשמר בית אדוניו לאמור, מדוע פניכם רעים היום? Yosef HaTzadik, he sees the butler and he sees the baker and he tells them, why are you guys depressed? And I want to pause for 1 second. You are in jail. And you're there already for 10 years. Yosef HaTzadik, he's in jail for 10 years. And one morning, he gets up and he sees his mates, that they share the same room with him. And he sees that they're very, sad, they're depressed. And he asks them one question. Madua penechem ra'im hayom. Why are you guys depressed? And I'm asking Yosef, give me one reason why I should not be depressed. You're in jail. It's not in America. You have a luxury over here, and you have a cell phone, and you have visits, and you have parents come over, and you have all good stuff over there too. You're talking about 3,000 years ago. You're in a jail. You're in a pit. You're in a bar. You're in a pit. You're in a bar. And he tells them, why are you guys depressed? And I'm asking Yosef, can you tell me one reason why are you happy? But he's telling them a question. And this question, it's written in the Torah. So we are in the elevator. We got to go back to the elevator. Don't forget the elevator. I know we went to the jet for 1 minute, but let's go back to the elevator. So one teacher asked his friend, how in the world Yosef was happy, being in jail? I mean, he was not, I cannot say he was happy being in jail, but he was there. And whatever happened there, it doesn't seem that Yosef is depressed. Because you cannot ask your friend why you're depressed if you're depressed. So I assume that Yosef was happy. So he's asking him a simple question. How come Yosef was happy while he was in jail? You're never going to find a normal prisoner that he's happy. You're not going to find any normal prisoner that he's happy. People want to get out of the jail. So how come Yosef was happy there? He gave them an answer, and about less than 20 seconds, the door opens, and they left the elevator. Both teachers, they left the elevator. I had to go another flight up, and it's over. This teacher, till this day, till today, he doesn't know that he changed my life. In those 20, 30 seconds in the elevator, two simple Jews, a regular kippah, I'm telling you, he's not even a rabbi. But they're Jews, a very fine Jews teaching in a school. He asked a question, he gave them an answer, the door opens, he left, but it hit me. I was listening to his conversation. He was not even talking to me, he was just talking to his friend, he shared a hidush. Beautiful people. They're going to teach Jewish people, Jewish kids. So he shares his thoughts, his devout Torah that he heard or he saw. But he had the question and he gave him an answer. But I heard in that answer that he gave him, the door opens, he left, but he doesn't know that as the door opened and it closed, it opened my heart. And I took it so deep. I think that's what keeps me on every single day. What he told him, the guy doesn't know that what he did for me, he's going to go up Olam Haba, they're going to tell him, oh, do you know Rabbi Admoni? I don't know. Yeah, you saw, no, I don't remember. Do you know what exactly what happened to him because of your devout Torah? 20 seconds in the elevator. What happened to me? I heard his line and it just hit me so hard. What was his answer? What did he tell him? It was a powerful message. And I think this is a tremendous, tremendous key for us in our time. Because people today in our time, in this week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, people are besides being worried, some people are depressed because they don't know what's going to be. And some, maybe many of us, are happy with the time being together, spending time with your wife. The bond that today, the couples they have today, they just, they're like, we're married. They like just got married. They spend hours together. You see parents spend time with the kids. I got, and I'm sure many, many rabbis got so many phone calls after Pesach. What a beautiful Pesach I had in my life. It was one of my beautiful Leila Seder. If I could share my text messages, and I'm sure you have hundreds of rabbis and other leaders that they deal with the public, that they could share with you stories that you never heard in your life. How their Leila Seder was. The quality time, the Shabbatot that parents have with the children, the bond that couple have, how children care about their grandparents. They go out just to show them, we love you. I heard stories, wow, it just touched my heart how grandparents who couldn't see their children for Leila Seder, they set up a whole table before Pesach with chairs and the names and flowers with pictures of each child and the grandchildren. And they were sharing with the grandchildren their Leila Seder, even though it's not Pesach yet. The feeling that people went an extra 10 miles, it was unreal. So for those people, they know how to take this time and turn it to a beautiful moment. And I'm telling you, my friends, Be'ezat Hashem, this virus is going to go very soon. Be'ezat Hashem. Believe it or not, we're going to miss this time being together here in the Zoom every morning and every afternoon. We're going to miss the competition that the kids have every Erev Shabbat, every Friday before Mincha. We're going to miss this special time. We get to see each other and everybody in one time. We're going to miss this. We're going to have to go to a wedding to see friends. We're going to have some Brit Milah to drive to see somebody. We're going to have to wake up early in the morning to see friends. Ladies, they're going to have to drive, to the grocery to see friends. They're going to have to go, to the nail salon to see their friends. Here, we get the whole shul, the whole community in one window. And we see each other. We're going to miss this time. It's not that bad. But I want to share something that this teacher told to his friend. How in the world Yosef was happy, and he said one line, and it hit me so hard. And he said to him, Yosef HaTzadik was a person that whatever you threw him, he knew to find the good nekudah, the good point in that place, and to turn it to the most positive place at that time. Whatever he was able to make his jail, and to turn it to a therapist. He was in jail, so you have two options: to cry, just to think, I lost my mother when I was a little kid. Just to think, where's my father? Just to think, my brothers sold me. Just to think, how in the world I end up in Mitzrayim? Why me? I'm 17 years old. Why did it happen to me? Where's my brother Binyamin? Where's my father Yaakov that hugged me, that loved me the most? Where's the garment that my father did for me? And he could have another 100 reasons to cry and to be depressed and to say to himself, I was here in Egypt alone. No one was with me. And here I am 18 years old. For the past year, Eshet Potiphar, she is testing Yosef every single day. So you know the power that you got to be. You got to be a metal. Today, if a girl texts a boy, hi, a smiley face, all of a sudden he goes, oh wow, he cannot sleep. Why can't you sleep? I got a text from somebody, from Sarah, and he's all excited, and his blood pressure goes up. And if she gets from him, forget it. Wow, he's so cute. And she's, she cannot even do her homework. She got a smiley face from a boy. You can imagine, Yosef has no rabbi, no shul, no yeshiva, no father, no mother. He has nobody. And here he has some lady, Goya, persuading him every single day. Vayikedaberah el Yosef, yom yom, every day. She's a Goya. She is Eshet Ish. What is this has to do with me? And he's standing for 1 year, every day. She couldn't break him. And one day she comes to him. She had the guts. She had the guts to come to Yosef while her husband went to the party, to the Nile. And she plays a whole game and she tells her husband, I'm sick. I can't, I'm staying in bed. Is this sick? Holat ruah, holat nefesh. But she goes to Yosef and she grabs him by his jacket and she tells him, Shichma imi. And what exactly Yosef did? He did not even fight. He didn't do anything. He just let his hand out. he left her with his coat, Vayarotz, and he ran away from the Averah. No, you believe in God. You just did something that no one would able to do this. Nobody. You have nobody there. There is no cops. There is nobody there. There's only one. Borei Olam, who is watching you. You decide. And Yosef decided, Ani ma'amin be'emunah shelema sha'akadosh baruch hu ro'eh tzofeh ve'yodea. He sees and he saw every step. And I'm sure, me, because I was a winner, guess what? He'll take me, he'll make me a hero. But guess what? My God, who I served him, he took me and I end up in jail? Where is God? Where was God when he saw me? I'm an orphan. Where is God when my brother sold me after I went to respect Kibud Avaim? Where is God when he saw me that I was so loyal to him? Where is God when he saw me that I had biggest challenge? And the reward is I am ending my life in jail a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4, 2 months, 6 months, a year, another year. Do you know what I mean? Another year. Speak to people who a cop arrested him because his license was suspended and they took him just overnight. Just overnight over there, downtown Brooklyn. One night. Hatzot laila kum lehodot lach. You get up in the middle of the night and you cry to Hashem, what I'm doing here among Hashem Yishmo. All those people there. One night. Speak to those people. 2 nights. 3. People end up in jail. It's a trauma for life. You cannot forget this, ever. And Yosef, 2 years, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. He is already 28. 28 years. And where's Borei Olam? אני לא מבין אותך, ריבונו של העולם. I did something for your sake. And that's the reward that you're giving me. Yosef had all the good questions to ask Hashem. It's not fair. It's not right. I was so good. I was the best kid in class. I was the top. I was a winner. Bear with me. You're kicking me out of here. It's not fair, Ribono Shel Olam. Yosef had all the questions to ask Hashem. Why did he end up in jail? Instead, he did not ask any question. Do you know what he did? He took the situation that he was in and he turned it. Let's take this situation and let's make it to a positive place. You know what? I'm already here. That's what happened. I have no questions on God. But you know what? Let me be a therapist. Yosef in jail became the therapist. He goes around people. How are you? How was your day? How was your morning? Oh, you had a dream? Oh, okay. You could ask me. I'm very good in dreams. What are you talking about, Yosef? Yosef HaTzadik, he was able, wherever you're going to put him, he saw the point that there is one slice of a point that I could see something good. That point he took and he developed. And that's what made him Yosef. And guess what? Before Sarah Hamashkim leaves the jail, Yosef tells him, Mr. Butler, I want you to know you're going to end up going back to your position. Do me a favor, 2 words. Remind Paro that I'm here for no reason. He said, Ki im zechartani vehizkartani. Remember me, zechartani vehizkartani. And tell Paro about me. 2 words, boom. Another 2 years in jail. Yosef ended up in jail till age 30. But right then was his his turning point. Right when Yosef was 30, right then, it was his turning point. Meaning, he became a king. And he was the only king. In the entire Tanakh, you're not going to find any king in the Jewish history that was a king more than Yosef HaTzadik. Even Moshe Rabbeinu, he was a leader for 40 years. King David HaMelech, 40 years. Shlomo HaMelech, the one who built Bet HaMikdash, the one who ruled over everybody, even above demons. He was max 40 years. The only person in the entire Tanakh that was a king for 80 years was Yosef. From the age 30 till the age of 110, 80 years he was a king. But you know something? The Torah doesn't write anything about those 80 years. We don't hear anything about those 80 years. You know why? It doesn't make a difference what happened in those 80 years. You have to know before he became a king. How did he become a king? Why did he end up becoming a king? Those 12 years in jail, those years as a teenager, how did he act? What exactly he did that he earned to become a king? People dreaming to become a players, to become rich. Habibi, it's not going to happen. You're going to have to know it takes time and it takes work and it takes toil. And that's what the Torah is telling us about Yosef HaTzadik. Yes, he was in jail, but he knew to take this place and turn this place to the best that he was able to take it. And turn this place, at least for Yosef, to the best place that he could take it and grow with it. And this teacher, he just said it to his friend and he left, and he doesn't know anything that I heard, and I was paying attention. And for me, it was one of the biggest hizukim that I ever got in my life. Wherever Hashem put you, take that place and turn it to the best place. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many kids you have. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how many fans you have. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're at now, take this moment and turn it to the max. Because you'll never find a moment in life that you can say, oh, I was dreaming to get to this level, and Baruch Hashem, here is the final place. It's not going to happen. Every second, every day, every place that you are, this is your final place that you could reach at. And the question is, how are you going to take your place and turn it to the max? So we are in a place that people are asking, what's going to be? My dear friends, we have two options. Either to be worried and to be depressed and to ask all kinds of questions and being stuck at home with the kids and complaining about the wife and the wife complaining about the husband and what's going to be with the parnasah and what's going to be with the health and what's going to be with the insurance and where's Mashiach? I feel bad for Mashiach. Why always, when there is problems, we blame him for everything? How's it? There is problems, Mashiach is coming. Excuse me. Since when there is problems, he's the one who brings the problems. I don't want to be Mashiach then. What does it mean? There is problems, people die, Mashiach is coming. No, you're wrong. People die means Malach HaMavet came. That's not Mashiach. People die, Malach HaMavet came. This has nothing to do with Mashiach. Mashiach does not bring problems. We bring problems, not Mashiach. Mashiach brings salvations and simcha and happiness. So my friends, let's not mix Malach HaMavet and Mashiach and kol minei shkiot b'chutz that we hear. But we do have to understand, it's in our hand either to complain or let's take the moment and let's turn our days to the best days that we could reach at. Let's take the family and turn this bond to the best that it could reach. Let's take this worry about parnasah, and instead of being worried, let's drill the emunah, the faith in us. We have an opportunity. Hashem is giving us a class. What is emunah? It's in our hand to grab this opportunity and drill in our heart. What is v'yadata hayom v'ashevota el levavecha? What does it mean en od milevado? What does it mean ve'ahavta et Hashem b'chol levavcha? It's in our hand to fulfill and to reach to that level, or to complain. So I'm sure I'm not talking to the crowd that complain. The opposite. I think we are talking to the crowd who believe and want to have a great days and want to have a great family, and we all want to have, parnasah be'ezrat Hashem, and Hashem is going to give us parnasah and health be'ezrat Hashem. The question is, how can we do it? How can we take our days? How can we take the situation that we are all in and turn this jail to a place? Madua penechem zo'afim hayom. Honey, why are you depressed? That should be our goal. And I think today, this is Be'ezrat Hashem, what I want to take us together in the same beautiful boat. Let's go up and reach to a level that our neshamat can take us all the way up. And Be'ezrat Hashem, at the end, we're going to be happy. I mean, I'm very happy. But if you guys are jealous, I'm willing to share some happiness that I have. If you want to take, grab it. If not, I feel bad for you. And I'm going to ask you, Madua penechem zo'afim hayom? Why are you depressed? So, I know you're going to hear many thoughts about it from therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists. I'm not going there. But I want to bring the hashkafa shel Torah Kedosha. I want to bring the thoughts, how our rabbis, our hachamim teach us. And the question is, why people are worried. People are worried. Anashim mefahadim. And you're going to ask, why? And the Gemara in Masechet Berachot Daf Samech tells us one answer. One word. People are worried because of sin. Averot. When a person sins and he has averot, he worries. And from here, everything is simple. People are worried about parnasah. You know the truth, why people are worried be'emet. Maybe now he's going to give it to me. Maybe now I'm getting it. People are worried what's going to be. I don't want to get sick. Why are you so afraid? Yes, you got to follow rules, but why are you afraid? You know why? There is something inside your heart that you have to listen to the call, to the voice inside, and that's called het. It's a sin. So is that means that because we have a sin, that's it? The world is over? Not at all. That's why we're here, to give Be'ezrat Hashem the hizuk, the right hizuk. What does the Torah want us to do today? What does Hashem want us? How can we take this time and Be'ezrat Hashem by 9:30 we're going to be very happy. I don't give pills and no drugs. And you're not going to see angels tonight. And you know what I mean, right? That's not what I'm doing. But I want to give you something that it's homework. And if you're going to do the homework, Be'ezrat Hashem, every day, a little bit, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we're going to come out powerful. So number one, I want to tell everybody that in our Torah, in our religion, in our faith, we have to understand that even though people do a sin, you have to know if you do not do sins, it's called lahachis et HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to get Hashem angry. If you do a sin, not because you want to get him angry, it's because sometimes we fail. We fail. If you fail, you have to know you are tzaddik. Once again, people who sin, not because they want to go against Hashem, it's because they fail. We have Yetzer Hara, and people after they fail, they feel horrible. They feel very horrible. Yet, you have to know that you are still tzaddik. Nachon shani hatati, yes. But remember, we say 3 times a day, Selah lanu avinu ki hatanu, and you better believe in this beracha, because if not, this is beracha levatala. How can you say Selah lanu and you don't believe in it? Meaning, if you say Selah lanu avinu ki hatanu, it means, yes, I failed, but Father in heaven, I'm not here because I want to get you angry. Has v'shalom. Look, we are great people. We are tzaddikim. We are people who keep Shabbat. We people who keep the holidays. We people who try the best or the max that we can do. Yes, there is always a place to grow and to become better and to become great and become an angel. But hold on a minute. Know that you, in the eyes of Hashem, tzaddik. This is one message. If I failed, it doesn't mean you're a loser. And in school, if you got a test and you got it below 55, you're a loser. This is in school. This is in class. But in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you're not a loser. Keep going. You know why? Look, Baruch Hashem, I'm sure you all have little kids and babies. You see, a little kid, he's a year and a half. A year and a half. As he starts walking, he falls. And look at the mother. Momo, get up. He walks again. And 2 seconds after, again he falls down. Does the mother tell him, you're a loser? No. She tells him, Jack, Abbas, I love you, keep going. She takes a video and she said to mom, look at Jack, he's such a big, look, he fell 6 times and he still walks. Meaning, you never look at your little kid, he's a loser. What do you say? He tries his best. And this is us. Avinu Malkenu, he's our father. And we have to understand that, yes, we fail sometimes. But it's not because we are against Hashem. We love Hashem. Rabotai, if I tell you stories the past couple days, eze anashim tzaddikim we have. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, the chesed and the amount and people I never heard and never know before. They went out from the way to help orphans, widows, yetomim, almanot. אני לא יכול אפילו להגיד לכם the amount of money they give, they don't know anything. They hear on the phone 1 minute, checks 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. Don't worry, for the next 6 months, every month, 5,000. איזה אנשים יש בעולם? מאיפה האנשים האלו? Yeah, he's not a rabbi, but he's a tzaddik. Sometimes he failed, it's okay. You know why? I'm not saying it's okay to do averot. But all I'm saying is that if we do fail, we have to know and we have to understand, in the eyes of Hashem, as long as you try and you keep growing, Habibi, we have every year Yom Kippur. And Motzei Kippur, Hashem tells us, Salahti kidvarecha, mohel lekol Am Yisrael. So with this idea, you have to take this and drill it in your brain and know that yes, people are worried. And the reason why we worry is because we have averot. But don't let the Yetzer Hara fool you. I have averot, guess what? I'm worried, boom, he's there to shoot me. Has v'shalom. Not at all. Why? Because we fail, but we're not there to get him angry. Second, knowing and understanding the love and the hesed that Hashem has is endless. And this is where people get caught. You know, the news is so not fair. They never gave us the numbers of how many people die every day the entire year. You tell me what happened in the entire world. Did they give us how many babies were born the entire 3, 4, 5 weeks in the world? No. They give us the black, the darkness. Even that is not true. But it's so easy to bring, just to take funerals and turn the world to the worst place. Where is Hazan et ha'olam kulo betuvo behen behesed berachamim? Why do we forget this line every Birkat Hamazon? Hazan et ha'olam betuvo behen behesed berachamim rabim ובטובו הגדול לחם לא חסר לנו ואל יחסר לנו מזון תמיד לעולם ועד. No, we don't focus on this line. We read Birkat Hamazon, but I hear the news. Stop hearing the news. They don't give the right news. The only thing they give you is the bad that they like you to know. But it's so not true. It's so not fair. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as people, yes, people die. Yes, I know that. But at the same time, Baruch Hashem, there is parents who Hashem gave them a gift, babies. There is people that now get jobs. You wouldn't believe me, people get now jobs. So what do we know about how to run the world? What do we know? But I do know that Hashem, His hesed is endless. And we have to understand that the hesed that Hashem does to us, it does every minute, in every family, in every place, every street, every home, every country. But we don't see it. Ay, ay, ay. So we have to know. Yes, I felt sometimes. But Ribono Shel Olam, Abba Shebashamayim, I'm not there against you. I failed. It's a אני עשוי מעפר. I'm made from the dirt. But the malach, the angel Yetzer Hara, will fire. Who am I against him? That's one. Two, I know the hesed that Hashem has is endless. Three, most Am Yisrael are kasher. My Rabbi Alav Shalom, he wrote a book. And here's the book. It's called Va'amech Kulam Tzadikim. This is a book, he wrote a book that it talks about Am Yisrael, and his line was, the final line was, most of Am Yisrael are people, anashim tovim, and if they do sin, it's only because it's a shogeg or honest. It's a mistake, but they don't know. And the fourth things that I want to say is, and let's say you did averot, and let's say you feel horrible. You know what? It's okay. Let's go back to, let's make a U-turn. Let's go back to Hashem. And the best menu is not to fast. No. No ta'aniyot. The best way to return to Father in heaven for a man is only al yedei limud Torah. Learn Gemara. Toil on Gemara. That's the only way you can turn back to Hashem. learn Humash, learn Halachot. Oh, for ladies, the best way for them, you want to return back to Hashem, is tzniut. That tzniut, that brings Shekhinah to, home. That tzniut brings Kiddusha b'bayit. It brings peaceful home. That tzniut that a woman has, eze koach yesh la'isha. So when a woman has tzniut, she brings Kiddusha to the house. She brings Kiddusha to the city. She brings Kiddusha la'olam kulo. And if you don't believe me, look at the virus. One person had the virus and it affected the entire world. One virus. A lady has to understand, when she is senu'ah, she affects the entire world. This is the message from the virus. With my Torah, I affect the world 100%. I have no doubt. With my Torah, I have influence first on yourself. That's number one. Then, your wife, your kids, your family around you, and it can affect the world. So know your power. Know the Torah that you have. And with this, I want to say something that we should not worry about. Elma lidog. You know why? Because the Gemara in Masechet Sanhedrin tells us in page Kuf, Da'aga, worry, harga anashim giborim. Worry killed the top strong people. Why you worry? Da'aga, you have to remove away the aga. We have to let the emunah kick in. Ma ze emunah? Lada'at she whatever happened there, this has nothing to do with me. Meaning, yes, I know what goes around the world. But my friends, people ask me, Rabbi, how can I get hizuk with my parnasa? And my simple answer is, and I might gonna share a personal story. Let me see. My answer is very simple. How old are you? 30. You're 30 years old. So for 30 years, Baruch Hashem, you got parnasa perfect. Why do you think now Hashem is off duty now? I don't understand. How old are you? 40? You're 50? I assume if you're 40, 50, I assume Baruch Hashem, you did Brit Milah. I'm sure you did Bar Mitzvah. I believe you married off a kid or two. So Baruch Hashem, Hashem supports you for 40, 50 years, and some 60 and some 70. What makes you think that for next month and a half, no more parnasa, over, makara? If Hashem till now never dropped you, guess what? He will never drop you even the next 100 years. Because you're not the first person here on earth. From Adam HaRishon till today, Baruch Hashem, billions. Avu et ha'olam hazeh. And Hashem supported everybody. So what makes you think that He's not going to support you now? So you have to think about your past and bring it to the present and give hope to yourself to the future. Once again, take the past. Meaning, look what happened to you in the past 5 years, 10 years. I believe people here, in the past 5, 10 years, nobody stayed in the same place for the past 10 years. I don't believe. I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, the past 5, 10 years, Hashem took us from one business to another. From this amount of money to this income. From this basement, you moved to the house. From this house, you bought a house. From this business, you bought another business. I lost one business, and I got another 2 more. Or the opposite also. It can be also the opposite. I'm not saying, life is flower, but all I'm saying is that there is no way for the past 5, 10 years, everything is straight line. No way. We all have up and downs. But remember one thing. Take the past and look, Baruch Hashem, I'm healthy, and Hashem gave me every single month a check. Why are you worried about the next 6 months? Baruch Hashem, till now everything is okay. So take this fact. You see, the past is a fact. This is a fact that Hashem supported me for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. It's a fact. take this fact, take this metziut, and realize if for many years, Baruch Hashem, I was okay, why am I worried about what's going to happen this month or the next 2 months? And you know something? Let's say you worry. It's going to help you? No. But let me tell you this. If you're going to believe in Hashem, not only you're not going to be worried, and you're going to have faith, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to show you, you trust me, I will show you, שמי שמאמין בי, אני דואג לו. מי שמאמין, אני דואג לו. And to the, I want to talk a minute to the husbands, to the men. You have to understand that even if you feel, I'm not worth it, because I know myself, I'm not that such a tzaddik. Remember, you tell Hashem, Ribono Shel Olam, maybe I don't deserve my parnasah, but why my wife has to suffer? Why she has to suffer? If I'm not a great person, my wife, she is great. Why she has to suffer? And if you say, oh, my wife, she's like me also. Okay, maybe you and her are not that, Avraham and Sarah. But hold on, why my kids have to suffer? They don't have to suffer. And with this ta'ana, it's a claim to come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Our rabbis tell us, what does it mean? Adam ubhema toshia Hashem. We said, every minhaj Shabbat. Adam ubhema toshia Hashem. What does it mean? Adam ubhema. I never knew that, I put my dog, next to me. Adam ubhema toshia Hashem. What does it mean? Adam ubhema toshia Hashem. And our rabbis tell us, if I don't deserve, okay, maybe I don't deserve, but my dog, my goat, my cow, why they don't deserve to live? So give me parnasah so I can support them. You hear that? You hear that? You can come to Hashem with a claim. If I don't deserve parnasah, but my animals, they deserve their parnasah. Kol sheken ala had kama vekama. You have children, and Baruch Hashem, we're talking to people who send their kids to yeshivot, and they pay top money for tuition, for tutors, and we do it b'simcha rabah. And the amount of money that we spend for tefillin, and etrog, and sukkah, and food, and holidays, and tzedakah is endless. So with this, we come to Hashem, Ribono Shel Olam. Give me the opportunity to support my family. With this, there should not be any worry about parnasah. Remember why? One, even if I did averot, it was not to get you Hashem angry. I failed. That's one. And second, Hashem, your hesed is unlimited. And three, Rav Am Yisrael HaKesharim, and I'm among them. And four, and even if I did wrong something, Hashem, you know what? Here, I'm coming and I'm learning Torah. Look, I'm back. Daddy, I'm back. I'm home. I want you. Help me, Hashem. And five, you know what? Maybe I don't deserve parnasah. But look at my wife. She works hard. She raises the kids. Let her have parnasah. If you don't think that she deserves because she's like you, okay. My kids, look at them. Take this, if you have children, you have a weapon. Oh, you're a boy side. We don't know what does it mean that you have a kid. Because the kids rely on the mother. And the mother relies on the husband. And the husband relies on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's a chain. So you have to know that you're carrying on your shoulders your entire family. And this is, so you come to Hashem Ribono Shel Olam. It's not me. I have family here. And help me. I love them. I want to support them. Give me the opportunity to support my beautiful children. And with this, we should not be worried at all. Let the emunah kick in this time. And this is what I'm going back to Yosef HaTzadik. Yosef HaTzadik, he was in jail. And he was able to take the place where he was and turn this place to a place of a positive, and all of a sudden becomes a therapist. We can take this time and turn this time to the biggest a relationship, a bond with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We can take this time and say to myself, you know what? Hashem gives us a class how we can train ourselves in emunah. Till now, everything was a routine. Our tefillot was a routine. Our hesed was a routine. Everything was a routine. Shabbatot was our routine also. Now, no more routine. Everything stops. Everything is on pause. And every day, every morning is a challenge for us. And guess what? It's opportunity for us to get closer to Hashem, to talk to Him, not out of fear. Not because I'm afraid something is going to... No, take this away. Take that mind. It's not a healthy mind. It's not a healthy mind. Take that mind away and think about the positive. How can I become a better person, Hashem? Let me take this opportunity and turn it to a bond של אמונה בקדוש ברוך הוא עד הסוף. And the last thing, I want to tell people here, my friends, I'm sure each one of us had a turning point in our life. I'm sure we all had something. Take this story that happened to you. It could be you lost a business and then you open your warehouse. It could be you were a worker and now you became you own a company. Whatever happened to you in your life, take that, and that thoughts is going to help you. I want to end up with a story. I hope my in-laws, they're not going to be upset that I'm saying this story, because I know that my mother-in-law, she is watching me now, and I gotta behave. But I'm gonna say this story because I respect them so much. There are role models. I want to say something to my friends. It's a very, very personal story that happened to me, and I think that that's my turning point in my life, at least. And that's why, Baruch Hashem, I'm not worried at all. I want to say something that when I was dating the Rabbanit Shetiyeh Bria, so Baruch Hashem, we got closer to the engagement, and we were supposed to talk about money. Money flows. And I called the Shatchanit, Alea Shalom, Mrs. Bechafer from the Five Towns, an angel. Mrs. Bechafer, Alea Shalom. I told her, listen, do me a favor. I don't want to deal with this. So please, you deal with the money and you just tell me, what exactly they want, because that's the last thing that I want to confer with them face to face. Okay. So she called the Kala, which is Baruch Hashem, the Rabbanit, and she told, listen, I need you to come over to my house. So she did. She came over to the house. And she told her, listen, he doesn't want to speak to your parents face to face. He'd rather handle the money issue. She says, what? No way. My parents gonna get offended. What does it mean? If he's going to be their future son-in-law, let's walk face to face. There's nothing what to go, behind. I get the phone call from the Shatchanit, and she tells me, Rabbi Admoni, you're going to have to face it. I said, are you serious? You're Shatchanit for a reason, no? I don't want... End of the story. I called my rabbi, Alav Shalom, my rabbi, and I told him, Rabbi, this is the story. What should I do? He tells me, so go, meet with them. Abaya. Rabbi Isai, התחלתי להגיד תהילים, שיר המעלות. What's going to happen? שיר השירים, יושב בסתר עליון, פרק שירה, רבו של עולם. This is the last thing that I want to have a fight with. Money now? But I said, okay. I called her and I said, okay, we're going to set up a meeting. I'm telling you, I parked the car and I went to the house and I had to confront my future in-laws. What's going to be. And remember that. We live here in a community that the one who pays the wedding is the Kala. They came from Baltimore, and it's 50-50. And over there, a wedding is 15,000. The whole package is 15,000, and it's 50-50. How much are you going to spend? And I have to tell them, we live in Brooklyn, in the Syrian community, we have different laws. Lo yadati man yoseh. I wanted to cover myself. But Amati, I came to the mezuzah, and I went up the steps. I came, I'll be honest, I was not comfortable. But in my eyes, I hear the rabbi is telling me, Tidaber, ma baya. So I'm going to have to speak, and I speak straight. Okay. The first question he asks me, what's the minhag over here? What's going on over here? I told him, are you sure you want to hear what's the minhag over here? He tells me yes. I told him, I'm not sure you want to hear what's the real minhag in this community. He tells me why. I see him, he's sitting down like this, and it was hold tight. I said, Mabaya, what's the story? I said, well, here, the minhag is, she pays for everything. That's, yeah. The mahatan, he buys a house. Okay. When? I don't know when, but that's the deal here. So, okay. My friends, game is over. He went upstairs. He gave me 2 checks, one for the L'chaim 2,000, and one for the engagement 10,000. Wait, I said, well, no, mapito. Here's the 2 checks. He didn't even find nothing. Okay, Rabbi, which hall? Which hall? I'm embarrassed. I don't listen. The truth is, I have a dream. Yeah, what's your dream? Sha'aret Zion. I love the Chuppah in Sha'aret Zion. Nothing to do with the rooms. It's not the food, it's nothing. Something in Sha'aret Zion, the Chuppah over there, I don't know, it's just so special. And what's the second option? I gave another second, third option. So listen, this is the first option, and if you want, you can try the others. My friends, my in-laws, Shiyu B'riim, I want to tell you something. I don't know if you're ever going to hear this story ever from other people. Not only they paid the whole wedding in Sha'aret Zion, but I want to share something special. In the middle of the wedding, towards the end of the wedding, the DJ, I was supposed to pay for the DJ and the Hazan, but come on, you know what is the Sha'aret Zion wedding and what is the DJ over there. So I was supposed to pay the DJ. So right after the Sheva Berachot, after the middle, by 1 in the morning, 2, I don't know. I was looking for the DJ. What I heard, he went to my father-in-law. What's with the money? My father-in-law, Shia Bari, he did not even ask me. He took a check, he wrote a check, he paid him. He did not say anything to me. I remember after the Sheva Berachot, before I go to Limo, I asked him, I said, my father, what are you doing? I have to pay, it's not you. It's okay, don't worry, it's okay. I called the DJ to listen, do not deposit the check. This is Gezel. Don't deposit. I'll come to you tomorrow, in 2 days, I'll pay you. Please don't deposit the check. If you think it's done, I want to share with you another piece. Right before I got married, I was looking, for an apartment. And people who live in Baltimore, they have parking spots to park 10 cars. And they have 3, 4, bathrooms and 10 bedrooms. And you have a whole big yard over there. Here in Brooklyn, you're lucky if you get some grass in the front. Coming from such a place to Brooklyn, I gotta be a nice man, I gotta make sure I'm a nice husband. I gotta, bring her to a nice house. So we went to check on houses, and each one is worse than the other. And the price is crazy. I was maybe a month before the wedding, and I don't have an apartment, I have nothing. My father-in-law sees me and says, what's going on? I said, listen, I'm looking for a house. And I go crazy. He tells me, what's the problem? They just moved into Brooklyn 4 months before. They used to live in Baltimore for 30 years. They just moved to Brooklyn. And he tells me, what's the problem? take my house, and I'll look for another one. Me? I'm kicking my in-laws? That's the last story that I want to hear, that people are going to say, Rabbi Admoni kicked his in-laws from the house, Hashem Yishmor. So what do you care? Listen, you got to live next to the shul. I'm Ashkenaz, I can live anywhere. Don't worry. So no. 3 weeks before the wedding, and I have nothing in my hand, and I'm going Majnun. He sees me so that Sunday he sees me. He tells me, "Did you change your mind yet?" I said, "I don't know, maybe." The minute I said maybe, on the spot, he Googled for an apartment. That Sunday he went to Bedford. He looked for a house. He left the house. You see this library behind me? This entire house he gave to me. Everything new. He left the house. He moved to Bedford. And the rest is history. What I'm telling you is, forget about my, Baruch Hashem, my in-laws that are, these people are not from Olam Hazeh Bichlal. But what I want to say is, that was my turning point. Hashem showed me, when it's time, you're not going to worry about anything. Somebody's going to pay everything for you, and you're going to walk down the aisle like a king. That story gave me the biggest hizuk every single day. There's nothing what to worry. People worry, how am I going to get married? How can I marry off my daughter? How can I do my bar mitzvah? If HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He is in your life, there is nothing what to worry. You could dream. It's allowed to dream, and you can dream big. If Hashem decides to give you your dream, you're lucky. And if He decides not to give you your dream, you're also lucky, because someone takes care of you. But that was my turning point. And what I want to tell to my friends here is, if you have, and I'm sure we all have something in our life, take that story and live with it. And this is going to give you a tremendous, tremendous hizuk. With this, I want to end off, and I want to wish everybody here a refuah shelema be'ezrat Hashem, a good life, healthy life, be'ezrat Hashem parnasa b'shefa, and nachat from your children.